I keep my pieces that I've cut in here, grab one or two, depending on what I want to do, out of here. Then I can move that bin aside now that I've got my two pieces out of here. Lay those over by my sewing machine, and then I just open the crazy quilt bin, which has all those odd pieces of fabric in it that, don't really fit any other category. And then I can sew pieces directly onto here. Sewing machine, and I have one of my pieces of fabric, and I'm not super worried about the size of it because I know I'm going to use it for something. And I'm going to put a piece in the center, whichever direction I like. I'll put another one along the edge of it. They don't have to be straight. I kind of like the wonky look for crazy quilting. Put it down. Sew it across. Can't use leaders and enders on this, so not a big deal. Just snip my thread. And I'll snip the top thread. Hold that back, finger press it down. Pull another piece out of here. And these seams don't have to be straight. You're going to clip threads at least on the top as I go. Fold it back. Pull another piece out of here. Something I haven't used somewhere else. Since this one's a little wider, I'm going to go over here. And you'll notice that that's a scrap from a block or something. Just going to sew it down. I'm not sewing past the end of the piece that's underneath. And I'm not worrying about whether the colors all go together or any of that. This is a piece that has some interfacing left on the back. Thing I will say is if I've got a piece that I think is going to have to be cut, I wait until I sew over it before I do another cut. So if I'm going to go right here, I'm going to leave that just like that. And now I'll go back and cut that piece. And I'm using fairly big pieces just so I can get all the way around this. A little yellow for that corner. covers the entire back of that. Let's see. Just experimenting. And the whole definition of crazy quilt is that you want to just put whatever in here. So a little bit of camouflage in my bright colors is fine by me. And that covered all the way out to that corner, so I'm good with that. That's kind of great. You'll notice I folded over the end of that so I don't end up with a raw edge. So now when I fold this over, I'm having a make it work moment. The beauty of crazy quilting is that you can do that. I'm going to do it again right here. I'm kind of inspired by the idea of Victorian crazy quilting. Because they would sew over, sew under, sew around. Then I have one more little section to cover here on this side. That will be pretty. Clean this all up. Let's bring it down here to our cutting table. Here's the back. And we're going to take our rotary cutter. We're just going to cut right along the edges of the original fabric that we started with. And this block won't end up being this size whenever we put it in our quilt. Of course, this is an odd size cut, dang it. Yeah. As I cut the pieces off, I am not throwing them away, at least not the bigger ones. I will put those back into my crazy quilt box and use them. And here is our block. That's not a blank spot, that's a little white corner that was left in there. Now, if you're going to be keeping these for a long time, you can go ahead and do a quick stitch around the edge. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't anticipate these hanging out for a long time. Let's see how big this is. This is 9.5 by 7. So I'll probably end up cutting it down to a 7 by 7 block. And we can do that right now. I don't want to do it quite right there. So if you run into where you would cut it, would leave you with, less than 1/4 of an inch, feel free to work your way around it. Somebody asked the other day, what's the smallest size block I would, or the smallest piece I would keep? And I said 2.5 by 2.5. Basically, I kind of look at it and see if it would completely disappear into a seam when I'm crazy quilting. And if it will completely disappear into a seam, then the little piece goes away. So even I can't use that. But see, came out really cute. There's our little crazy block. And feel free to make your own. This has a little bit of everything in it. There's some batik, there's some cotton, there's some interfaced fabric, there's a piece of sheet. And of course, this at the back is a piece of sheet that I cut up that was left over from using the sheet for a quilt backing. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.